The harmless garden orb weavers are fascinating to watch as they build their magnificent webs. The web is a traditional round, orb, web that is suspended in what is probably an insect flight path. How they move their web from one spot to another is one thing that frequently baffles people. The air carries it, which is the simple solution. The spider moves to a high vantage point, raises the tip of its abdomen, and releases a constant stream of silk from its spinnerets when it is ready to construct a web. The silk is so light that even the smallest breeze can transport it, and it will float until it catches on anything substantial. The spider keeps doing this until a line is attached to an appropriate spot. The spider can walk along this first line to begin constructing the rest of the web once it has set it up. Garden orb weavers build a new web every night, unlike some other spiders who build a web and remain in it all day. They do this every day at dawn. Predator avoidance is the cause of this. Garden orb weavers have evolved the hide-by-day tactic because they would be simple prey for hungry birds. Even if the main orb portion of the web disappears during the day, some of the structural lines are frequently still visible, and the spider typically finds cover at the point where these lines intersect a tree, house, or fence. When in daytime mode, the garden orb weaver's remarkable camouflage makes their little, mottled brown bodies and tightly folded legs appear to be a bump on a branch. These spiders have a completely different appearance at night, sitting in the center of their web with their legs spread out in the ready stance. Their top leg joints, which are covered during the day, are visible and are often red in color. Moths and beetles are the most prevalent flying insects at night, and their web is made to catch them. Garden orb weavers have to strike out like lightning when prey strikes the web. Speed is crucial because if they let a struggling insect enough time to wriggle about in the web, it will typically escape on its own. Once it has caught its meal, the spider will quickly wrap it in thick bands of silk before biting it and returning to the center of the web. The solid portions of their insect meal are not digestible by garden orb weavers, like all spiders, therefore they abandon them and drop them to the ground below the web. In the summer, breeding occurs when males hunt for females inside their webs at night. A male must exercise extra caution because if he stumbles right into the female's web, she will probably treat him like a tasty meal. The plan is to seduce her with a deftly performed silken serenade. The male will pull silk threads that mark him as a potential suitor and slowly travel toward the center of the web. Garden orb weavers' males are significantly smaller than females, which would make it easier for them to reach the center without accidentally jiggling the wrong threads. The female will lay her eggs in a silken sac that is linked to a neighboring structure after mating. These often hatch about a month later. The mother will typically have passed away by the time the garden orb weaver's eggs placed in the late summer hatch the following spring because their limited existence ends the winter after they breed.